Hello and welcome to Glendale Today. I'm Glendale's Vice Mayor Yvonne Kanak, and I represent residents living in the Beryl District, located right in the center of the city. Coyotes Charities is an organization that gives back to the community through programs and grants that support many of our favorite children's charities. You may be surprised by everything that this organization does to help for and educate the Valley's children. I am very pleased to introduce my guests, Anthony LeBlanc and Kimberly Trishelle. Mr. LeBlanc is co-owner and president and CEO of the Coyotes, and he is also here as president of the board of directors for Coyotes Charities. Kimberly Trishelle is an executive director of community relations for the Coyotes. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Great to be
I'd
here.
like to start out by asking you to give our viewers an overview of Coyotes Charities. What is your mission?
Sure, I'd be happy to help with that. Coyotes Charities really seeks to enhance the quality of life throughout Arizona communities by supporting nonprofit organizations that promote the areas of healthcare, education, cultural arts, and sports-related programs specifically for children. We've had the amazing opportunity to really donate millions of dollars throughout hundreds of Arizona charities throughout the Valley of the Sun.
Kimberly, I imagine you work with Phoenix Children's Hospital, Cardin's Children's Hospital, and Banner Thunderbird, and I'm sure that it feels that way to you when you work with those organizations.
Absolutely. We had the great opportunity to have an all-team hospital visit actually in December, where all 23 of our roster players were at Phoenix Children's Hospital, and we had the opportunity to give out blankets. For the holidays, we gave out autograph cards. It really was a great opportunity for our players to really interact with these children. A lot of times I think we take for granted what it's like to be in a hospital, whether it's for a broken leg or maybe even a severe disease, what it's like to be in one room with sometimes no windows, maybe one, and really kind of how bored you get. And our players really enjoy getting the opportunity to go in there, and they actually played video games with the kids, of course, NHL video games, so they play themselves. But really to be able to interact like that is amazing, and to really educate our players about how they can give back to the community, even in that small little difference really does make a huge impact in the community. And Banner Thunderbird right here in our backyard, we love going there, and even if we can't take a player, we oftentimes take Heller and the Paw Patrol girls and really help just bring a smile to the children's faces.
That's wonderful. Another heartfelt project is the Ronald McDonald House renovation. Tell us about that project.
Well, Ronald McDonald House obviously is a staple in our community, and we would love to give back to them. And for us, it's important for the Coyotes and Coyotes Charities to also have something tangible, some opportunities for people to go to somewhere, whether it's a nonprofit organization or a playground, and say, you know what, Coyotes did this, and they support this organization. So working with Ronald McDonald House, we'll be renovating one of their older apartments. We'll be giving them new flooring, new cabinets, appliances, bedding, furniture, painting, anything you can think of. It'll be all Coyotes themed. And to help fund that and also to educate our fans about Ronald McDonald House and the needs that they have, we will be doing a charity telethon. And that will be on the Saturday, March 15th game. So Fox Sports, one of our amazing partners, will be helping to promote that with us. So all of the fans who aren't at the game, who are at home, will have the opportunity to call in and speak to players' wives and board members, maybe Anthony, and get the opportunity to donate money to Coyotes Charities, which will be all funded through Ronald McDonald House to help with this renovation.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I will tune in, I
Perfect.
promise, if I'm not at the game. And I heard, Kimberly, that you also saw an old friend while serving dinner at the Ronald McDonald House recently. Tell us about that.
Sure. Garrett is a sweet little boy. We actually invited him through Hope Kids Arizona to be part of our team photo last season. He captured the hearts of many of our players. And it's amazing how some of these children you come across through various nonprofit partners just because they go through such a difficult time and they need support, whether it's financially or even just support in housing or even just a good night out. And with Ronald McDonald House, we happened to see Garrett and Mike Smith, got some chances to color with him and really spend that opportunity with a huge hockey fan.
Great. Oh, yeah, and I'm sure he was thrilled.
He was.
I'd be thrilled. Most of these events are well planned in advance, but sometimes there's an unforeseen need that comes up. And before this season began, the Coyotes held an inter-squad game to benefit the families of the 19 Granite Mountain Hotshots. And I understand that it was very successful. Please tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, again, credit to Kimberly and the organization, but in particular our hockey operations department, headed by Don Maloney, our general manager, came to us, the pending ownership group, because of course this terrible tragedy happened right around the time we were working with yourself and your colleagues to finalize the lease on the arena. So while we were in between that period of working with yourselves and closing the transaction, they presented us with this opportunity as a way to give back in such a terrible circumstance. And of course, we were, we wanted to be a part of it. We wanted to participate. So once the training camp opened, we thought, what a great way to bring people in, have a general admission where people pay a flat fee. And one of the things that we did as the new ownership group is we put out the commitment to match all of the donations. So all of the money we raised, we matched as the ownership group. And the final number, Kimberly, was
$165,198. Yeah, which is
fabulous.
fantastic. Which too, the players also donated $25,000
right.
of their own money as well. Yep, and NHL alumni also donated $5,000 of their own money as well.
Oh, well, I thank them.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And I also wanted to add too, we had a great conversation. Glendale Firefighter Charities really helped put on this event for us. I could not have done it without Joe and Jeremy helping me, because they really gave us the opportunity to work with all the unions. And really, it was in the initial presentation, if you were at the game, we had 19 different firemen from different districts. So not only the city of Glendale, but also different cities. So they were representing pretty much the whole state of Arizona. And some of those firemen drove a couple hours just to be there. So having that assistance with Glendale Firefighter Charities was amazing, and just being able to have that support. And then we also recognized Brad Harper, who was the fallen firefighter before Yarnell. And we financially supported his foundation as well.
That's wonderful. And I can tell you that not just with your event, but Joe and Jeremy, they do so much in this community for Glendale Firefighters Charities. It's incredible. So you know you can always count on them.
Exactly.
Coyotes Charities has also helped with a couple of Habitat for Humanity projects in Glendale. Can you tell us about those houses?
Sure. We have a long history with Habitat for Humanity. Actually, quite a few seasons ago, they even did a build out in the parking lot and moved it. More recently,
I didn't know that, and I found that fascinating.
Isn't it neat?
Yeah.
It is cool, and they moved the whole, shifted over. That's another conversation.
Okay.
But the actual last year, we reached out to a family in Glendale, and we helped with a renovation project. And let me tell you, that was super fun, because they got to bang sledgehammers and rip down ceilings. And that was a lot of our management. And this year, we decided to be able to give back to another family in Glendale. For us, we know what it's like to have uncertainty in your home and to know that you may not be here the next few months. So for us, after we had the ownership come in and after the city of Glendale really opened their arms to us, we wanted to give back to the city of Glendale any way that we could. So what better way than to give a home to a family and to help sponsor that. So we're very excited about that, to really help this family find roots. And our players will be out there to help, management staff, and us will be volunteering the next probably 2 different visits in March.
That's a great analogy. I really like that. We gave you a home and you gave them a home. I like that.
Yes.
Talk about some of the other Glendale-based charities or causes that have benefited from Coyotes Charities.
Well, we just started working with Heart for the City, which really has been a great organization. I loved getting to know Joe. They had the opportunity to work our 50-50. We attended their charity dinner, and we're really looking forward to making new relationships for next season. We work with quite a bit of the schools. We have a great relationship with the Glendale School District through hockey clinics and such. So we're really looking, especially the viewers that are watching today, we're looking for more nonprofits from specifically the Glendale area, so we can really open our arms and be able to give back in our backyard. St. Mary's Food Bank is a great one where we actually help and fund and also volunteer with their mobile food pantries, where they actually come out to Glendale communities. So we do that quite a bit as well.